This is the very first Nunu how-to. I'm Alana of yours truly, XOXO. I make lamps, and that's not what we're doing today. I'm here with Michelle of Dirty Loves Clean.
And I make soap. I actually do the method called cold process soap making, but today we're going to do melt and pour because it's a lot quicker, it's a lot cheaper, it's a lot easier. And we're going to show you how to make wedding favors and give you some ideas. You need melt and pour soap, and you can buy this on the internet, and you can also find it at craft stores like Joann's and Michael's. You can get clear or you can get white. This is shea butter base, and this is just a clear base, and you can add color to that to change that.
Okay, and then what else do we have here? You're going to need some type of mold, and for that you can use a lot of things that you might already have around the house. We've got a muffin pan. We have a cookie sheet, which for something like this you want to cover it in wax paper. And then you can also even use something like an egg carton. And then we have some cookie cutters. You're going to need a knife to cut up the soap base, and you're going to need something to melt it in and something to stir with.
And then you also want your additives. You want to decide what colors you want. It probably is based on your wedding colors. We're doing purple, and then we're also doing orange, so kind of theme there.
So we have some nice dried flowers.
These are calendula flowers, and those are our additives.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
So our first step is to cut your soap blocks up into smaller pieces so that they melt more easily. And we're just going to be using the microwave to melt. So I'm just putting them right into this little glass measuring cup. And you don't want to over melt it or get it too hot. So you only really need to do it in 20 to 30 second intervals. Now that the soap is melted, we're going to add in the color and fragrance. So first I'll add a few drops of fragrance. And then for the color, you're just going to add it a little bit at a time until it's the color that you want. So we're going to use the dried flowers with these. So I'm going ahead and just sprinkling a little bit in the mold first. That will look nice when they come out. And we already did some white ones earlier. You can see where we just left it the plain white. And now I'm going to pour the lavender ones right in. We want these to harden part way before we add the flour to the top. So in order to speed that up, you can put it in the freezer. So while our other ones are cooling, we're going to make these in a tray so that we can use the cookie cutter. And you'll see I put some wax paper over it so that these won't stick, since it's not the nice silicone trays that we have there. I'm just going to pour it right in. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some of the dried flowers in this batch as well. So now that I've swapped our batches out from the freezer, these are ready to have the flowers put right in the top. See, now that it's somewhat hard, they'll just stay right on the top where you want them instead of falling to the bottom. So these are the ones that we're going to use the cookie cutters for. As you can see, we used a really small pan, which obviously if you're making a lot for wedding favors, you would want to use a larger pan. And probably a deeper one too. These are going to come out very thin. So I'm just going to go right in with cookie cutter. Ta-da! So now we have a lot of different finished soaps here. These are some smaller ones that we did earlier. We had just plain white hearts, and then we used the clear base for these. And one idea for packaging them all together is something such as this. So just put it in a little plastic bag and tie a simple ribbon around it. Here are our cupcake ones, and you'll see with these silicone molds, they just pop right out. And here's another idea for displaying those. So just put it on a cute little platter. And one other option, if you want to do something that's a little fancier looking, you can look for an actual soap mold or candy mold even. These were little cameos, and you'll see they were done in layers there. And those are just several easy options for using melt and pour soap to make wedding favors, all in one afternoon.